Woo!
Isa nga dyan, Regine! Woo! Regine!
Medyo tuto ako dun. Uy,
Patola naman sila.
Nico, tangkad mo ngayon.
Oo
Siyempre,
nga,
alam
ano
mo,
secret mo?
matagal ko nang pinangarap to. Sana pala lagi na lang ako nagdito. Pwede ba ipa-built-in ko na lang sa legs?
Pwede naman. Uy, pero dito pa rin tayo sa U-Belt.
Yes.
Oo, tama.
Kasi sabi ko nga, clingy tayo sa UE.
Oo.
Dito tayo ulit. Hi, UE! Namiss nyo ba kami? Ayan.
Oh, kita mo naman ha, ang warm talaga ng kanilang pagtanggap sa atin dito.
Yes, thank you sa inyo lahat.
Ang ganda ng topic natin last week.
Grabe.
At
super
napakahaba.
exciting.
Ang dami kasi sinabi ng mga taga-UE, mga Red
Mabigat,
Warriors.
ha?
Talagang
Oo.
palaban silang
Oo,
lahat. Pero,
sobrang init sa stage noon, di ba?
pero syempre, gusto pa rin natin maikot uli yung UE.
Yes.
Kaya naman panoorin natin to. Miko, School Tour.
Watch this.
Ikot-ikot tayo. Welcome to University of the East! Aye! Alam niyo ba na nabuo ang idea ng pagkatatag ng UE mula lamang sa 2 kwartong inuupahan nito na nagsilbing review center para sa 110 students enrolled under the CPA review classes noong 1946.
Pero matapos na ma-acquire ng Pilipinas ang kalayaan nito, sa pangunguna ni Dr. Francisco Dalupan Sr. at ng iba pang mga business educators, ay mas pinagbuti pa nila ang pagsuporta sa mga business-related classes dahil sa paniniwalang makakatulong ito sa unti-unting pagbangon ng bansa.
Sa katunayan, out of 110 examinees that time, 4 mula rito ang pumasok sa top places ng 1947 CPA Board Examination. Cool, di ba?
Dahil sa inisyal na success na natamo, itinatag ni Dr. Dalupan ang Philippine College of Commerce and Business Administration o PCCBA sa R. Papa Street sa Sampaloc, Maynila. Pero dahil na din sa pagdami pa ng enrollees, ay inilipat din ito dito sa Recto Avenue sa Maynila.
Matapos ang kanilang paglipat, patuloy na dinominate ng PCCBA ang mga government examinations on professional practice. Ito rin ang naging dahilan para i-expand ang mga PCCBA na kanilang ino-offer.
Ilan sa mga programang naidagdag noon ay ang mga sumusunod: College of Liberal Arts, Business Administration, Dentistry at Graduate School para sa Business Administration.
July 3, 1951, naging historic event naman para sa PCCBA ang pagkakagawa dito ng university status. Dito na rin ang pagkasundo ang palitan ng pangalan ng universidad at gawing University of the East.
3 years after, habang patuloy na nadaragdagan ng mga educational program sa UE, ay opisyal na rin binuksan ng universidad ang kanilang technical vocational courses nito sa kanilang Caloocan branch, na sa kasalukuyan ay mayroon na rin ino-offer na 4-year courses.
Sa kasalukuyan, 3 sa mga colleges ng UE ang Level 2 accredited na ng Universities Commission on Accreditation. Siyempre, patuloy pa rin nilang dinedevelop ang kanilang universidad bilang isa sa mga competitive universities ng ating bansa. Lahat ng yan para na sa mga Red Warriors. Mukhang ready na sa ating hamon ng debate. Kaya naman, welcome to Schoolmates!
Sigaw ang tinig mo, ihayag sa buong mundo ang karapatan, kalayaan. Buksan ang isip mo, kaalaman ang yaman mo sa karapatan, sa
Alright, magandang gabi sa inyo mga schoolmates. Nandito pa rin tayo ngayon sa University Belt kasama ang mga Red Warriors ng University of the East Manila.
Hi, guys!
Okay, syempre, kung nabitin yung mga schoolmates natin sa napakagandang topic natin dito sa UE last week, tiyak na mas mag-e-enjoy yung mga schoolmates natin sa napakagandang topic natin tonight. Okay, abangan nyo yan.
At syempre naman, Jules, hindi lang ang ating mga debaters ang nagpakitang gilas sa ating debate last week, kundi ang ating mga schoolmates sa audience. At mamaya, may chance ulit silang makisali and to voice out their opinion.
At hindi rin nagpahuli ang mga netizens natin sa ating social media account. I-follow nyo lang po kami sa Twitter, like nyo kami sa Facebook, at ipadala nyo ang inyong mga opinions and comments dahil mamaya, isa-isa po namin niyang babasahin. Ako po, si Miko Aitona.
Pero Miko Hesa, ano nga ba itong trending issue na ating tatalakayin? Narito po't panoorin natin.
Okay, thank you very much, ha? Okay. Tatawagan ka na lang namin, ha? Sige. Next, please. Renji. Ito. Nasa ko na? 22 po. 22. Iyo, alam mo, bili ka muna ng polo. Tapos, damit ka maayos. Saka punta ka, balik ka dito, ha? Okay, thank you very much. Ha? Gusto mo yung damit mo, ha? Next, please. Hi.
Hi po.
Ako na yung, gusto mo. Ito ko na?
22 po. Fresh
22. Ano po? Ang dami mo naman yung studensya.
Oo naman po, sir.
Marami ka na bang experience sa ganitong industry?
Opo, sir.
Talaga?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay naman yung mga ano mo. Sige. Pag ano, tawagan ka na lang namin, ha? Thank you very much.
Hindi po, ito yung tawag nyo.
Sure. Next, please.
Good afternoon po, sir.
Hello, ano pong ginagawa niyo dito?
Nag-a-apply ako sa opisina nyo. Ito yung resume ko nga pala.
Mag-a-apply po kayo?
Oo, mag-a-apply ako. Ako nga po pala si Juan Daong Balad.
Juan
From
Daong-
Batangas City.
Batangas.
52 years old na po ako.
Dito po. Lo, kasi po, 3 taon na lang po, pang-retirement na yung edad nyo. Ano po bang i-apply nyo?
Ay, yung supervisor.
Supervisor. Naku, meron po.
Yung resume ko.
Opo, meron po.
Anong panahon ng po, ng dami akong napasukan na.
Lo, meron po kasi kaming age limit. Bali hanggang 45 lang po ang pwedeng mag-apply. Bali,
Alam mo,
60 na po.
hindi yan kailangan sa age limit. Dapat yan sa abilidad.
Pasensya na po, pero hindi po talaga pwede yung ganyang edad eh.
Ay, mabuti pa pag-usapan na lang natin yan sa schoolmate. Ay, kayo ba mga schoolmate? Sa tingin nyo ba dapat ba may age limit yung mga mag-a-apply katulad ko?
Alright, there you have it, Hesa. Yung pagtanggal ng mga age
Yes.
limits, syempre dito sa mga job applications, napapanahon na nga ba? Syempre kasama dito, Hesa, yung minimum and maximum age requirements sa mga employers o sa mga companies.
Yes, at alam mo, Jules, napaka-interesting ng topic natin for today because in the year 2016, mas marami ng younger applicants for jobs. So in this, hindi naman sila pwede ma-discriminate because of age.
Siyempre, hindi natin pwedeng hindi pag-usapan yung experience, 'di ba? Kasi yung experience ng mga matatanda sa experience ng mga bata. Pero may mga nagsasabi, dapat nga bang maging patas na yung application?
Yes.
'Di ba? Siyempre, marami pa rin mga naghahanap ng mga job opportunities from all levels of ages sa ating lipunan. Kaya naman mamaya, yan yung papakinggan natin sa punto ng ating mga debaters.
Kaya para naman masimulan ang ating talakayan, sino-sino nga bang dalawang grupo natin for today, Jules?
Okay, mga schoolmates, ang ating debaters ay manggagaling sa UE Legal Management. At ang unang grupo ay naniniwala na dapat nang tanggalin ang age limit sa job applications. Let us all welcome Angelo, Mayan, and Darius.
Alright, at para naman sa nagsasabing dapat pa rin may limits sa edad when it comes to job applications. Let's all welcome Rob, Carla, and Alfred!
So kung last week, law students ay naman mga LEGMA students.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, at maliban nga sa ating debating teams for today, ay may chance din sumali ang ating mga schoolmates sa audience at social media. Kamustahin naman natin dyan si Miko.
Thank you, Jules and Hesa. Kamusta kayo, UE Red Warrior? At syempre, may hinanda na naman silang matinding cheer para sa atin ngayon.
Bago
Okay,
to.
ready na kayo? In 3, 2, 1, go! Yan,
Okay.
magsasa ng silangan. Ready, ready, ready na kami sa pagdebate. Kaya ibabalik ko na sa inyo, Juice and Hair sa Go Red Warriors, go!
Ang galing-galing naman.
Galing ni Nico.
Okay, maraming salamat sa Miko. Siyempre sa ating pagbabalik, simula na ng ating mainitang diskusyon dito lamang sa Schoolmates.
May pakialam ka. Welcome back, schoolmates! At kanina nga nakilala na natin kung sino-sino ang ating mga schoolmates natin dito at sila ang magdedebate tungkol sa isyong dapat bang tanggalin ang age limit sa job application.
Alright, kaya at this point, bibigyan natin ng tig 2 minuto ang ating mga team leaders at tig 1 minute naman lahat ng mga speakers para sa kanilang constructive speech or sa kanilang argumentation. Kaya para simulan na ang ating mainit na debate, simulan natin yan kay Darius.
Abilidad, hindi edad. This is the battle cry of all experienced and skilled workers who, because of their age, are being deprived of their employment opportunities. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, we firmly believe that age limit should be removed as job requirements. Age should not be the determining factor for one to be employed. It should be ability. And there was a petition which was initiated by Obla Oples Policy Center, which stated that an OFW who decided to go back to the Philippines and find their job have already experienced rejection or discrimination because of their age, despite of the time despite of the long year of working in abroad. And ladies and gentlemen, if we will maintain age as a job requirement, what will definitely happen to our fellow Filipino workers who are seeking to work because they have so much in terms of experience and skill? And what will happen to the family of such worker whose hope is upon that worker if the worker will be deprived of his fundamental right to be employed? Age must not be a large barrier against the employer for them to have money and for them to feed their family and have their necessities in life, because the Constitution has already expressly provided that the state shall guarantee equal employment of labor, equal employment opportunities for all. And that, having said, age must not eliminate competent workers' right to be employed, because it is not the age that qualifies them to a particular work, but rather their qualifications, their knowledge and skills which are necessary to job performance. Corollary, how can we fully maximize the full potential of our labor force if we do not let the skilled and experienced to enter our labor industry? And furthermore, everybody will undergo to the natural and inevitable process of aging, which may not be the one that will defeat the right of every worker. That's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Darius.
Okay, malinaw naman yung sinabi niya agad na line kanina, ability, hindi yung edad. Abilidad, hindi
Yes.
edad. At sinabi niya rin by the end na constitutional naman daw to, na dapat mabigyan ng equal rights yung mga mamamayan natin pagdating sa employment. Na hindi raw dapat ma-deprive yung mga kababayan natin na makapagtrabaho, lalo na kung sila naman daw yung nagpo-provide sa mga families nila.
Right, all right. So ano masasabi naman ni Rob? Go ahead.
So from the point of view of companies, work history, education, and experience are some of the relevant factors in determining which is the best candidate for the job. So this leads us to the question, is age a necessary factor? Yes. According to a study conducted by the Association of Retired Persons, it is a well-known fact that age-related declines can occur, and abilities that are important for the performance of work do decline with age. And that is why some of our more matured professionals might not have the physical competency to work in some areas, and also they might even lack the intelligence needed to learn new technology. And then we also this side also thinks that the age limit in job applications does not sever the equal opportunity clause on the workers' basic rights. And we believe that disregarding age when it comes to job applications is in general too big of a risk for companies, and that is why age is a necessary factor. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you so much, Rob. So, very interesting yung sinabi niya, di ba? Like we mentioned earlier, dapat talaga may age limits because due to age, sometimes there may be lack of physicality, emotionally, pag nag-depreciate na yung age. And also, it does not sever the rights.
Okay.
But rather add to the risk of the companies.
Yung company nga naman yung makakawawa.
Yes,
Magre-risk daw sila. Okay,
Thank you,
Angelo,
Rob.
anong masasabi mo dyan?
First of all, good evening to our fellow warriors, televiewers, and most special to our worthy opponents. It is stated in the Article 2 State Policies of the 1987 Constitution that the state promote equality and employment. This provision is a sovereign command. What do you mean by sovereign command? It is made by the people because it is the will of the people for the benefit of the people. Because of this, one of our lawmakers filed the Senate Bill number 29 or the Anti-Age Discrimination in Employment Bill to put an end on what the lawmaker considered as an emerging type of discrimination in the labor front, particularly in discrimination in employment based on a person's age. I strongly believe that this is now the right time to remove age discrimination. Imagine if age discrimination is removed, then the skills of the workers are needed and their productivity is valued. But the sad truth, ladies and gentlemen, is that the age discrimination also affects the young workers. Because of their youth and their appearance. And I would like to reiterate also what Darius have said a while ago, abilidad, hindi edad, and that's the bottom line.
Okay, that's
Thank
about
you,
it.
Angelo.
Okay, once again.
Very good points there, Jules.
Yes,
No?
so Angelo emphasized yung constitutionality nung pinaglalaban nila na stated nga doon na nagpo-provide, yung state dapat nagpo-provide ng equality on
Yes.
employment. And there's also a bill, the Anti-Age Discrimination Bill. And of course, sinasabi nga nila na unfair to para sa mga kabataan. Kasi
Yes.
kung age lang daw yung susuriin sa kanila, parang hindi sila mabibigyan
Paano
ng
yung skills
opportunity.
nila and yung productivity
That's
nila.
right.
Right. Okay. Carla, go ahead.
So, in this view, I will discuss the benefits of age limit and why the same should not be removed as the job requirement. First point is, every job requires a corresponding age limit suitable for it. From that view, age is set as a standard so that a person can work effectively, efficiently, and productively. Another point is, every job requires age standard because of its physical and mental requirements. As we all know, as the person ages, his working capacity diminishes. Therefore, it cannot be said that age limit is a form of discrimination. According to research, there is no relationship between age and job performance. Companies nowadays choose to have a standard age limit so that a person can work effectively and efficiently, and that in a broader sense, age limit is not a discrimination per se. Rather, it is beneficial to the society. Ladies and gentlemen, the younger generation is the reflection of tomorrow's efficient and productive labor force.
Alright, thank you so much,
Thank you,
Carla.
Carla. Yeah, so sinasabi niyo may benefits dito, no, Jules? Corresponding with age limit to the job, there's no relation daw when it comes to age and job performance.
Yes, and yung last line niya, mahalaga yun, no? Yung younger generation daw, so yan yung magre-reflect nung future natin. Siguro, kung hindi natin bibigyan ng chance yung younger generation, baka hindi nila mahawakan na maayos yung future.
That's right.
For the last part of the side ng government, Mayan, go ahead.
Aside from the contentions of my teammates that the age is not a determining factor in job hiring and at the same time that it is a form of discrimination, I would like to add that the removal of the age limit will actually open doors and opportunities to everyone, especially on the case of our OFWs. Let us consider the case of these people. These workers are skilled and well experienced, and they can be potential assets of any company or enterprise in our country. But due to the existence of this age limit, turning the age of 45 became a serious obstacle for them because it will be difficult for them to be hired locally. Thus, these workers tend to stay abroad and be illegal workers or risk their safety and life as migrant workers in those countries which is torn by the conflict of war. We are not getting any younger, but through the cosmetics and the advancement of technology, we can make ourselves look younger. However, the legal remedies regarding this problem is not cosmetic in nature. There is no remedy with such. Thus, a 45-year-old Juan de la Cruz, who is an OFW and at the same time he is a breadwinner, and his contract has already expired and has been terminated, where will he now get his source of income? Where is the equal work opportunity that our law guarantees?
Okay, thank you, Maan.
Thank you, Maan. Okay. So clear din sinasabi niya na yung proposal nila magbubukas to ng mga opportunities sa lahat. Hindi
Open
lang
more
siyempre sa
doors,
kabataan,
yes.
pero for the OFW. So ang ganda na sinasabi nila kasi they're also thinking about the OFWs na when they come home, pwede pa sila magtrabaho ulit kahit ng mga 45 plus years
Hindi
old
sila
na
mahihirapan to
Kasi
find
ang
a job.
status quo ngayon, 18 ang minimum and then 45 ang maximum
For
kapag
job
mag-a-apply.
applications.
Yes, application. And then
Pero
iba pa
to
yung
work,
sa retirement. 65.
65. All right. Thank you so much, man. And Alfred, would you like to add something?
Ulit ko lang yung tanong, no? Is age really necessary? Is age really a necessary factor in hiring employees? Once again, good evening. This House contends, yes, it is important. 2 points mainly on my argument. One is, it promotes mediocrity. Say, for example, poverty is evident in our country. Example, you were one student of University of the East, and your parents, your family is financially desperate. Your family is financially deprived. And you have 2 choices left. One is to continue on with your studies, pursue your dreams, have a professional degree. Second is, have a blue-collar job, be a blue-collar employee, and have a minimum wage. Giving a mindset of, okay na to, nakatulong naman ako sa mga magulang ko, nakapagbigay naman ako sa pangangailangan ng pamilya ko. That's right, isn't it? But there is a macro level effect on this. We see a short-sighted solution to a long existing problem. That is the problem. On a macro effect, we only produce less professionals but more blue-collar employees which may affect us and hurt us financially, economically, and which may deteriorate into having our country another labor working force. That's all.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Alfred. So yung 2 points niya, first he mentioned promote mediocrity. So yun nga, instead of promoting better jobs for white-collar jobs, we have blue-collar jobs in our country, which is eminent na poverty is among us.
And of course, sinasabi niya rin kanina na ang status quo daw ng Pilipinas ngayon, nakakapag-produce tayo ng less professionals. Okay, so kung wala na siguro yung age limit sa mga companies, baka mag-apply na lang lahat ng mga tao.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you
Thank
so
you so much.
sa
Yan,
inyo.
nalatag na nila yung kanilang mga arguments for this debate.
Alright, at narinig na natin ang kanilang masasabi dito. Miko, ano naman masasabi ng ating mga schoolmates na kasama mo dyan sa ating audience?
Thank you, Hessa and Jules. At syempre, gusto din natin na batiin ang mga faculty members na nandito tonight. Maraming salamat po. At eto na, ang time nyo naman, mga ka-schoolmates dito sa audience, na magtanong o magbigay ng opinion. Sinong gusto mauna? Okay, sige, magpakilala ka.
Good evening to everyone. I am Louis Mangali, EB Legal Management student. So I have a question both for the government and the opposition. So first for the government. Isn't it true that with old age comes physical and mental impediments? So as in the part of the business or the company, is it more cost effective? Is it more efficient to hire a employee that is within their age limit rather than keep an old employee that can actually deteriorate and is not flexible enough to adapt to the changes? And then for the point of the opposition, is it unwise on the part of the company to turn down a employee that does not, just because that employee, that prospective employee does not meet the age requirement, is it wise to turn that employee down just because he or she does not meet the age requirement but is more than capable enough to actually do the job and is willing to learn to do the job?
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
very good question, no?
Okay, go ahead, government.
Sir, I would, first of all, thank you for that wonderful question. And I really get your point. But what we're trying to point out here, sir, is that being an old age is not one-sided. You have already, you only mentioned a while ago the disadvantage of an old age worker, where in fact every worker, whether old or young, has the right to be employed. It is fundamental and it is provided by our Constitution. And furthermore, sir, the old ones can definitely can still increase our labor industry in the country, and such old one can never fight poverty if you will be depriving him a sword to fight such.
So dun sa tanong mo, nakikita ko na very stereotype ka. Kasi dun sa na sinasabi mo na 60 years old, na parang incapable na siya. So meaning, for example, yung mga faculties natin dito na 60 years old, ibig sabihin, incapable na rin pala sila na magturo. Eh kung incapable sila magturo, bakit nagtuturo sila sa University of the East? You get my point, mister.
Actually, Mr. Speaker, that is not a stereotype. That is actually a mere observation of the generalization that happens in society. We cannot disagree with the fact that...
So you're saying it is a generalization. Generalization means, in layman's term, stereotyping ka din kasi hindi mo nakikita yung other side ng mga old age.
Okay, order. Okay, order muna. Sige, idadali na lang natin sa rebuttal part yan later, okay? I-save muna natin yan kasi may question kailangan sagutin yung
Sige, dito
opposition.
naman sa kabila.
Okay, so his question, I will base it from the point of perspective of the company. So once again, your question is that isn't it somehow degrading on the part of the employee of the applicant when an employer shuns him just because of his age? So I would just like to reiterate what you said in your first question to them, that abilities deteriorate with age. So when we talk about age, it's not only age per se. We talk about the other factors that are included with age, which, as you said, are physical and mental capabilities. And another thing I would like to establish is that another reason why companies establish or prescribe age limits on job applications is in order to limit the volume of applicants that will submit to the company, because a large volume of applicants might cause a delay, which would cause serious loss to the company also. So, yeah.
Okay. Grabe, ah. Parang akala mo, debater din si kapatid dito. Ano bang stereo gusto nyo? Bibili ko na lang kayo. Anong type ba? Ay, dito meron, no? Kanina pa siya nagkataas ng kamay. Puntahan natin. Excuse me po, mga ka-schoolmate. Sige, makakarating din tayo sa ating paroroonan. Okay, magpakilala ka, schoolmate.
Hi, this is Van from Political Science. So, it is not just, hindi siya question, merely clarification lang. So, on the negative side, can you expound your statement earlier regarding the lack of intelligence in the new technology?
In this generation, there is what we call millennials. Just to give you a short background, millennials are what they call this generation's workers. So those are workers of our age. Yes, they called us millennials because we have the faster capability to adapt, to adapt and learn new technologies. Siguro naman kahit sa inyo at in your own homes, kahit naman kunyari, when your mom or when your dad asks you kung pwede turuan mo sila gumamit ng laptop, ng computer, sabihin na natin, totoo, na nahihirapan naman talaga tayo magturo sa kanila. At in some cases, so that is why.
So, last na po on the affirmative side. So, can you enlighten us about the provisions on the of the age and discrimination bill?
Actually, it is not yet passed into law. It is still a bill, and it was passed by a senator, and it imposes that the age requirement should be removed because, like what they have said, it is the ability and not the age. That is what the bill is trying to tell us. Okay, thank you.
Maraming salamat sa mga schoolmate natin dito. So, palakpakan naman natin sila. At syempre, kasama din natin ang ating mga netizens sa ating social media accounts katulad ng ipinadala ni Gensis Legan. Para sa akin, okay lang ang mayroong age limit dahil kailangan ng standardization. Galing naman kay J.R. Enriquez Raquel. Sa pagtatrabaho, hindi naman dapat edad ang basehan, ngunit kaalaman at kakayahan. Marami ding mga tao ang nasasayang ang skills at hindi makapaghanap ng ikabubuhay dahil sa age limit. Kaya mas maigi sigurong tanggalin na lang ang age limit basta't naaayon sa tamang trabaho ang kanilang papasukan. Pagpatuloy niyo lang po ang ipagpapadala ng inyong komento at opinion sa ating social media account sa Facebook. I-like nyo kami dyan at follow nyo naman kami sa Twitter dahil mamaya sa isa po namin yung babasahin. Pero for the meantime, balik muna natin kay Jules and Hesa.
Maraming salamat, Nico. At sa pagbabalik, marami pa tayong dapat usapan sa issue na ito. Stay with us. Dito lamang sa Schoolmates.
May pakialam ka!
Alright, welcome back. And of course, we're still watching Schoolmates. Okay, Hesa, kanina
Yes,
nalatag
Joe.
na yung mga points ng mga debaters natin regarding our topic. Pero syempre, at this point, ito yung favorite natin yung rebuttal part kasi
Yes.
magpapalitan na sila ng may init na mga punto. Pero before that, let's have a recap. Okay, so sabi ng white team na gusto nila alisin yung age requirements. Sinasabi nila na dapat abilidad, hindi edad yung pinakapunto. Saka hindi na dapat maging determining factor ang age kasi nga, sinasabi rin nila na constitutional din to. So, from the very start, may legal basis tayo na dapat mag-provide ng state ng equal rights pagdating sa employment. And as of now, kung pupunta tayo sa Senate chamber, meron na raw ipinasa ang isang senador na bill, yung anti-age discrimination bill. And lastly, sinabi rin nila na itong proposal nila magbubukas ng mga opportunities for everyone like OFWs na gusto bumalik ng Pilipinas, na gusto magtrabaho ulit, let's say lagpas na silang 45 years old, pwede pa rin sila magtrabaho if ever na maalis yung age requirement.
Yes, Jules. And para naman sa black team na naniniwala that we should keep the age limits for job applications, age is a necessary factor. Why? Because abilities decline with age. So for example, physicalities, when they start the job and they're young, okay pa. But then when they get older, there may be some limits of what they can do or contribute to the job. And also, with terms of applications, with the age limits, it could limit the volume of people applying for the jobs. Kasi if everyone can apply, that means mag-cause ng delay. And also, it could be costly for these companies.
Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so ang burden ngayon for me, nasa white team. Kasi yung status quo natin, merong age requirement. So ngayon, ang question namin na pwede niyong sunod-sunod na mamaya, hindi ba maapektuhan yung quality ng performance kung kahit anong edad pwede nating i-hire?
Well, the issue of quality, I think, is one-sided because we could not agree by generalization because I know some that are physically and mentally still capable even their age is already 50.
Pero di ba kung iisipin mo, kahit bata ka o matanda ka, nakadepende yan sa work condition eh. Kung ano yung
So you are trying to point out that there's already discrimination.
Hindi yan discrimination.
Yes,
Ang
there
discrimination,
is.
papasok yan kung ikaw, sinabihan ko,
So there's no equality.
Ganon.
So there's no equality.
Yung race mo, nationality mo, o ano pa man. Yun yung discrimination.
If I may add, all throughout this debate, you've been pointing about capability. It's not just capability which makes things world go around. It's also the adaptability. Kung hindi nila kayang intindihin kung paano yung advancement in technology, mababawasan ng outcome, mababawasan ng progress. Say for example, ang mga bata ay gusto nila magtrabaho, para saan pa nga ba ang edukasyon? Kung sa at a young age, pwede na akong pumasok sa mga korporasyon at pwede na akong mag-earn ng minimum wage para tumulong sa mga magulang ko at sa pamilya ko. Ano pa ang significance ng edukasyon? Moreover, anong mangyayari sa atin? Blue-collar jobs. See, kaya ka nag-aaral is for you to be professional. We're trying, in this university, what we're trying to aim is produce professionals. Bakit tayo magpo-produce ng mga blue-collar jobs kung sinasabi niyo sa akin na hawak ng kabataan yung magiging mirror kung anong mangyayari sa future? Anong future ng Pilipinas na kung saan lahat ay trabahador? Imaginein mo nga at sabihin mo sa akin kung ano magiging itsura kung wala ng professional at lahat na lang tayo ay pinagtatrabaho ng mga kapitalista.
Sa tingin ko, sir, yung nakikita mong side lang, total, ikaw ay pumapasok sa isang school, ay yung mga taong nag-aaral, yung mga taong may kapabilidad mag-aaral. Paano yung mga taong walang choice? Paano yung wala silang choice kundi to stand as breadwinner of the family? Paano sila magtatrabaho if their age is limiting them to be hired for that profession?
Exactly, ma'am. What I'm pointing out is, this is a short-sighted remedy for a long existing problem. Why don't you point out na ibigay na lang natin lahat ng fund para sa mas magandang edukasyon na libre at may kalidad?
So you are trying to point out here, sir, is that a worker who is a blue-collar just must not be given a sword to fight poverty. So that's your point, and you're arguing that.
Sir, just to establish, being in a blue-collar job does not mean poverty.
So you're trying to point out that pag blue collar ka, hindi ka makakapasok ng trabaho dahil mas madaming dapat tanggapin kung ikaw blue collar job.
Say, ikaw ay isang may-ari ng kumpanya. May hindi nakapag-aral na estudyante dahil nga sinasabi natin na kahirapan at instead na ibigay natin yung fund para sa pag-aaral niya, ay inayos na lang natin at binago natin ang sistema ng bansa na pwede sila magtrabaho. Ikaw ay may-ari ng kumpanya at naghahanap ka ng professional worker. Tatanggap ka ba ng isang blue-collar job na hindi nakapag-aral?
So kung ikaw kaya blue-collar job, anong masasabi
This is why you see
mo?
me here in this university trying to earn my professional degree, right?
You're just being idealistic, not realistic, sir.
That is the reality, my friend.
It's not. Sorry, it's not.
So,
It's not. It's definitely not.
Huwag tayo maging idealistic, maging tayo sa realidad. Stick tayo sa realidad. Ikaw, kung for example, yung lolo mo, 70 years old na. Tapos, pinagtrabaho sa service crew. Sa tingin mo ba, patatanggapin niya ng employer? Diyos ko naman, kaya yan.
Ma'am, excuse me. Ito lang sasabihin ko sa'yo. Kanina sinabi, 18 to 45. Naniniwala ka naman siguro, age is just a mere number.
It's not a mere number.
Ano pala ang basehan ng age?
Has a corresponding.
Di ba number ang
suitable,
age? It is answerable by yes or no. Answerable by yes or no. Is age a mere number? Or a number? Yes or no?
It's definitely not.
Come again? Pardon, what did you say?
Age is not just a number.
Sabi sa saligang batas o ang English nito ay Constitution, equality of employment. Ibig sabihin, dapat lahat pantay-pantay. Ang sinasabi mo ay incapability, ibig sabihin yan equity. It is not in our Constitution, but in our Constitution is equality.
Alright.
Pagkakapantay-pantay.
Sige, last word from this
Ikaw
part.
ba?
Iba ata yung
Pero sa tingin mo ba, di ba, kung may isip ka din naman, 70 years old ka, ikaw ba 70 years old ka, may isip ka, incapable ka, common sense, magtatrabaho ka, service crew, mag-welding ka, magmamasok ka, sige nga, siguro naman na 70 years old, it is not imbecile or hindi naman siya ganun ka, walang alam para sabihin niya na, ay, ito, kaya ko pa to. Siguro naman, di naman niya sasabihin yon.
Pero ang
Okay.
talagang
Let them speak. Let them reply. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
mali
Carla.
yata ang pagkakaintindi mo ng equality sa saligang batas. Kasi, ang equality, unattainable yan. Bakit? Ikaw ba? May equal rights ba tayo? Hindi ba hindi? Sa justice system pa lang natin napapasok na yun eh. Kung sino yung may mayaman, sila yung...
Ma'am, excuse me. Ang pinag-usapan natin dito, age requirements work, hindi
This
justice
is
system.
an analogy.
Yun lang sinasabi ko.
Analogy.
It is not justice system, but
Okay.
rather, it is out of context. Work, pinag-uusapan natin
Alright.
dito, qualification of works, not
Thank
justice
you.
system.
Thank you
That's
so
all.
much.
Thank
so
you.
much, guys.
Thank you.
Very good points, no, from both
Exhausted already.
sides.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Ilagay nyo nilang sa final statement yung mamaya gusto nyo pa sabihin because we have another question.
Yes, meron tayong question with regards to OFW.
Okay, let's go now to the OFWs. Let's say, listen up. We have OFWs na gusto bumalik sa Pilipinas pero mga 46 to 50 years old na sila. Pero they still want to apply for a job. Pero yung current status natin, hindi raw sila makakapag-apply. So, paano yun?
Who would like to answer? Carla?
From this side.
Yung edad nila, hindi sila makakapag-apply locally, di ba?
Yes, yes.
Ang nangyayari kasi dito sa ating bansa, may standard tayo ng age limit. Kumbaga, sa ibang bansa, wala silang standard. Depende kasi nakadepende yan sa mga bansa eh. Sa ibang bansa, for example, sa Amerika, may age discrimination law sila. So, kahit matanda ka na, o kahit may ka na, may edad ka talaga, pwede ka pa rin magtrabaho, basta kaya mo. Pero kung i-apply natin nandito sa Pilipinas, pinoprohibit na, not absolute hindi ko sasabing absolute talaga yung prohibition, na kung maximum age ka na, hindi ka pa makakapagtrabaho.
So, paano yun? Pag bumalik sila dito, hindi sila makapag-apply and they want to settle down here in the Philippines and work.
I think pwede naman sa kung OFW ka, sigurado naman may income kang na-gain.
Pero we're not assuming. We won't assume na meron silang kita. Basta the premise is they just...
Job opportunities.
Gusto
Paano
nila
sila
job
magtatrabaho?
opportunities dito. Paano yun? Gusto nila magtrabaho kasi let's say gusto nila sa family na nila magstay.
And gusto na nila na sa Philippines na sila. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, on my side, I would like to make a suggestion instead. So the proposition is whether or not the age limit should not be included or should be removed. So why not change it instead? Because removing the age limit when it comes to job applications is an absolute and an effective solution to a subjective problem which can be handled from a case-to-case basis. So why not instead raise the cap from 45 years old to a higher age instead of merely just eradicating the age limit?
So by that, sir, you are already agreeing on our part, where in fact the age must be increased. Where in fact your arguments a while ago are one-sided because you already consider the workers which is in the Philippines, not the OFWs, which we consider are new heroes. And how can a hero fight for battle if such hero does not have a weapon, sir? And furthermore, with regard to your argument a while ago, I think yung pagtataas ng edad it's already contradictory to your position because you're already giving the suggestion and not standing in your point.
Let me clarify. I am standing on the point that there should still be an age limit. However, this same age limit should be raised from 45 years old to 60 years old. So, in your case, you're trying to battle age limit or you're trying to eradicate age limit absolutely.
So your basis, sir, is already still the capability. The capability which you have said a while ago that the age must be increased because of the capability.
All right, thank you so much, Darius. Jules, grabe.
Bitin tayo sa oras, pero siyempre,
We have more
kailangan
to
din
discuss
magsalita.
on this. Pero first, kamusta natin si Miko? I'm sure yung mga schoolmates natin sa social media, ang dami nilang comments and opinions.
Oh, salamat sa pagkamusta nyo sa amin. Pero gusto ko kamustahin yung puso ng mga yan. Grabe, palakpakan nyo naman yung mga debaters natin. Ang gagaling naman ninyo. Anyway, ito na ang time naman dito sa audience na makapagtanong. O, agad-agad. Okay, kapatid, your name?
I am Eman from Political Science. So I have a question for the opposition side. I think this question is quite redundant, but I would like to ask, you said earlier that setting a required age limit does not distort a person's right for equal opportunity to be hired. But what if how can you say that if it is the state itself that promotes equality in employment and it is a fundamental right to be employed regardless of what is your age or whatever, as what the affirmative side said?
Can you shorten your question?
So, to make it short, how can you say that setting a required age limit does not distort a person's right to to have an opportunity, to have an equal opportunity to be hired?
It does not distort the person's right because everyone has the equal opportunity. There are jobs wherein you don't need a professional degree to apply in. There are jobs that you need a professional degree. And there are jobs that you need more than just a professional degree. So setting an age limit is not a problem and does not harm the constitutional right of a person to equal employment.
Maraming salamat. Alam mo, bilib na bilib ako sa UE Red Warriors dahil ang dami niyong mga inputs. Alam nyo, neto lang humaba ang ganitong mga questioning. At pwede na nating tawagin itong debate serye. At syempre, kasama din natin ang ating netizens sa ating social media accounts. Basahin na natin. Ito, galing naman kay Mel Estrabela. Sa aking sariling pananaw, di na kailangan pa ng age limit hanggat kaya ng isang aplikante ang nasabing trabaho o posisyong ina-applyan, bakit hindi mo siya tanggapin? Galing naman kay Olinor Pamak. Para sa akin, age limit 18 below. Pwede siguro ipagbawal, pero yung older than 45, sa akin, hindi ako papayag dyan. Wow. Maraming salamat sa ating mga netizens na nakisali sa ating debate ngayon dito sa UE. Kaya naman, i-follow nyo lang kami sa Twitter at like our Facebook page. Ayan po ay walang iba kundi Schoolmates lang. At magbabalik pa ang #1 debate show ng mga kabataan. Ito ang Schoolmates!
Welcome back and you're still watching Schoolmates.
Yes.
Nico Hesa.
Grabe
experience.
Alam mo, ito walang halong bola to. Ito po yung debate na pinakamahaba sa lahat ng mga episodes na ginawa namin dito sa Schoolmates. Kaya
So,
naman
maraming
palakpakan yung mga
salamat,
sarili
UE!
ninyo. Galing!
Saka yung malaga doon, may meat yung sinasabi nila.
Yes.
May laman.
Oo iba.
Hindi siya hangin lang. So,
Grabe kayo,
kudos to UE. Okay, so nandito na tayo sa punto na to na magbibigay ng last final statement yung kada grupo. Simulan natin yan kay Darius. Go ahead.
So I think still we maintain that age limit should be removed as job requirement because as the opposition team have said a while ago, they failed to establish and to answer the very paramount issue in this case because having the age limit is actually will result to social inequality and will result to discrimination. Also, they argue a while ago that the workers within the Philippines the workers in the Philippines is actually the one who has the very main discussion here, which is only one-sided, but they failed to argue with respect to OFW.
Okay, thank
Thank
you,
you,
Darius.
Darius. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, so once again, I would like to say that the opposition is firm on our stand that the total eradication of the age limit in job applications is an absolute but ineffective solution to a subjective problem. And what we should do is to keep the age limit, to keep the quality, to keep the standards, but raise the cap of the age limit. And that is all. Thank you.
Alright,
Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. Ayan, ang ganda talaga ng mga points nila
Yes.
dito eh. Pero
Oo.
syempre, ano yung mga thoughts natin dito?
Ikaw.
Okay, sino ba mauna? Ako na. Okay, para sa akin, siguro, based on my experience, kasi po yung father ko na isang arkitekto, na hindi ko na masasabihin dahil ako'y anak niya, isa po siya sa pinakamagagaling na arkitekto na nakilala ko dahil naman napatunayan niya sa mga proyekto na yon. Then for almost 5 years, siguro siya na nawala dito sa bansa. Nagtrabaho siya sa Middle East. At pagbalik niya dito, marami ng mga new technologies na nabago. Nagkaroon ng AutoCAD. na pagbalik niya, mag-a-apply siya ng trabaho dahil nag-expire na yung kanyang kontrata doon. Pagbalik niya dito, nahirapan siya mag-apply. Kahit na sa portfolio niya ay ang ganda ng mga pinakita niya doon, no? Pero nahirapan siya dahil, may bagong technology, yung AutoCAD. Pero, ito ba ay magiging hadlang? Alam niyo, ginawa ng tatay ko, nag-aral siya ng AutoCAD para makipagsabayan sa mga kabataan na marunong nito ngayon. Kaya ngayon, bakit tayo hihinto lang dahil sa edad natin? Tayo dapat mag-evolve tayo. Dapat tayo ay we rebuild ourselves. We rediscover new things. Dahil habang tumatanda tayo, mas lalo tayong tumitibay, mas lalo tayong tumatalino, mas lumalawak ang knowledge natin. 'Di ba? So para sa akin, huwag nang dapat merong tanggalin na natin yung age limit na yan. Kasi nasa performance lang yan.
Alright. Performance.
Performance talaga.
Yan. Di ba kung kaya mong gawin yung trabaho, para maging successful yung kumpanya,
Why not?
Why not?
Pasok.
Para sa akin naman, for example, kasi laki akong sa States. So, as young as 15 years old, if I'm not mistaken, 15, pwede ka na magtrabaho. So, even if you're in high school, pwede ka mag-side job after your school is finished. So, this works very well sa amin. And in terms of ending age limits, I believe na it will be more productive for society. If a person is capable, why not let him do the job as what Nico said? So, example ko rin yung dad ko. My dad's an engineer and he's been working for more than 40 years. Hindi ko nasasabihin yung age niya because my dad is watching. Hello sa Houston, Texas.
Sa US.
Hello, Dad. I love you. So, yung family ko, lahat sila nasa States and they're watching this show. So, I would just like to use him as an example. He is of age na rin, pero still continues to work as an engineer. So, just for example, kung gusto na umuwi ng dad ko dito sa Philippines, it will be very hard for him if he wishes to continue to find a job. So, that is my opinion on it. Siyempre, iba-iba yung mga opinion natin. Ikaw, Jules.
Ako naman, nung graduate ako sa UP, Public Administration, talagang tinuro sa amin na kailangan OC ka pagdating sa merit system. Lahat ng mga qualifications dapat susundin yan para ma-determine natin yung quality ng performance. Pero, nung pinadala ako sa US, nakita ko yung culture nga.
Yes.
As in, sa aeroplano pa lang, yung mga stewardess, kakaiba, hindi tulad dito na talagang
Kailangan
yung itsura,
mas bata.
payat ka,
Yes.
mas bata. Doon, as in,
No discrimination.
wala talaga discrimination. Minsan akala mo, grandma mo na, pero stewardess siya. Ganon. Kasi nabibigyan sila ng chance to work. Napapakita pa rin nila yung
Yes.
quality nila na kaya pa nila mag-serve. Another point of consideration, that's my first point. My second point is K-12. Di ba? K-12, fully implemented na yan by next year. At pag nangyari yun, pag nakagraduate na sila sa grade 12, mabibigyan na sila ng chance to work. They have the option to work. So, what I'm saying now is a proposal. Naalisin na natin yung age limits. Rather, let's have age brackets. Kapag age brackets, bibigyan natin ng chances, let's say, 15 years old to 17 years old, mag-graduates ng grade ng K-12 yan, sila yung may description doon na maaari sila magtrabaho. And then yung usual 18 to 65, pwede sila mag-work. And 65 above, pwede pa rin sila mag-work, pero may description doon na nasa prerogative na ng employees kung paano sila i-handle. So that's my proposal na age bracket na lang. So sana yung maging next president ng Pilipinas, ma-realize nila na siguro mag-innovate na tayo since it's 2016. Okay, yes.
Very well
Tapos na
said,
tayo.
Jules.
Tapos na tayo. Thank you so much, UE. Sobrang nag-enjoy
Yes,
kami.
maraming salamat sa inyo, guys.
Palakpakan natin yung motivators. Legal management for this night. Siyempre, dami natin natutunan sa inyo. So, palakpakan din natin yung faculty members.
Yes, thank you so much.
And of course, kayong lahat, as much as gusto pa namin magstay dito next week, mag-iibang school na kami. So, maraming salamat at nag-enjoy kami lahat na nakasama namin kayo, UE.
Alright, and we would like to thank Maynila too for our water for today. Thank you so much.
Natawa lang ako sa thought. Yung parang tayo, kunwari, gusto natin na tumagal yung show. Dito ako mag-apply sa school na yung mga ako. Naisip ko lang kung hanggang gaano tatagal ang programa natin. Pero palakpakan din po natin ang ating mga netizens na nakisali sa ating magandang usapin. Dahil ang dami rin nag-send ng comments. Kaya i-like lang po kami sa Facebook at i-follow nyo kami sa Twitter para po malaman nyo pa yung mga social issues na tatalakayin natin next week. Ako po si Miko ito.
Napaisip ako, baka may age limit din tayo dito.
Oh, di ba? Dapat wala. Di ba?
Alis
Kuya
nila
Fred?
Okay, siya.
And also, gusto kong batiin yung mga friends and family ko sa Iloilo. Nanonood sila. Kamusta ka mo
Oy!
mga Ilonggo? May mga
Ilonggo.
Ilonggo ba dito?
Yeah.
Ayan. Salamat din sa inyo, tanan.
Ayan, maraming salamat naman sa Jewel, sa mga damit ko, at saka kay Albert Putok sa aking buhok. Ayan.
Royal Cosmetics for my hair.
Des Cecilia Salon. Segway. Ayan naman. Magpaalam na tayo sa ating mga televiewers. Maraming salamat. Schoolmates.
And with that, ating tandaan sa bawat usapin sa bawat issue, may boses ang kabataan.
Kaya naman, sumali, makinig at makiisa dahil opinion nyo ay mahalaga.
Kaya naman, sabay-sabay natin isigaw sa buong mundo is Schoolmate!
May pakialam ka!
Sigaw ang tinig mo, ihayag sa buong mundo ang